Today, action figure magic is in the house. Jay presiding here this morning. It's been about 8 days since I made a video. Happy belated Thanksgiving from me to you. Though I did make a post, I think, somewhere, but I really couldn't talk yesterday or the day before, as I am going through the RSV. Horrible, it's like super COVID on steroids, I'd call it. It was spread through the family, and it really was the worst sickness I've ever felt. I've never been so sick in my life. I haven't been sick in like a decade. Sure, I've had a few days where I felt under the weather, but this was a whole different animal. Alright, that said, today we are looking at one of the neatest Batman McFarlane page puncher line figures that I've seen yet. I understand he's a reissue or a reprint, like this is his second reprint. He's from Wave 4. I didn't know that. I never seen him until I just passed by him in a store and found out that he was a rerun. And my god, how awesome does he look? That's like Batman the Barbarian or Caveman Batman or something. Just a little history on the figure so you know where I'm coming from. Oh boy, this Fight the Freeze comic, that's the comic that comes with it, Fight the Freeze issue 1. From DC Comics, Fight the Frozen, in which Batman is blasted back to a ice age. In present day, this happened from a fight between Robin, Batgirl, Batman, and Mr. Freeze, who was using a new gun at the time. This is present day outside of Gotham General Hospital, I believe. So Freeze took his first shot at Batman, and that shot sent Batman back to the year 1405, where he landed in a frozen continent or country of Scotland. And there, they found him naked. A guy named Henry Wallace and his band of revolutionaries or war party, whatever you want to call them. I wonder if there's any relation to William Wallace, the freedom fighter from Scotland, but that's neither here nor there. So they find this dude all naked and cold and shivering and near death in the snow. They bring him to their headquarters, nurse him back to health, and give him a new outfit. And eventually they get to know him, and they start referring to him as a superhuman, and they named him Birdman, because that's how they saw him. So I think that's pretty neat. So that's where some of the story, or at least the beginning of the story, where it goes from there, I'm not going to ruin it. I'm just here to review the awesome looking figure, who I cannot wait to bust out of that box. Now, these guys have been hit and miss for me. Oops, the last page puncher I got was the crazy Superman in armor. Wow, he's awesome. And I had, I'd gone through 2 copies of that Superman, because the first one just fell apart when I went to review them completely. It just fell apart right when I was trying to demonstrate some articulation stuff. So, wow, look at this dude. Everything looks like it was made out of rocks. You got the bat-shaped axe, the bat-shaped smaller axe, the stone-carved bat thing on his chest. Just, wow. The Wallace clan did a great job on outfitting him. So, yeah, man. I hope this goes better than the first Superman page puncher that I had ever opened. Not too much going on the back here, so not even warnings, nothing. Well, I guess these are probably warnings under here, so. Hey kids, don't put any pieces into your mouth or any other holes that you might have. Now, all that said, let's open them up and I'll be right back. Whew, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. An unboxed Barbarian Batman, we'll call him, but he's actually known here as Birdman. That's what the people of 1405 Scotland decided to name him, after rescuing him from near death and outfitting him in all this awesomeness. Let me go buy a few of his accessories first and get him out of the way. There's our standard McFarlane Batman trading card that comes with most figures, as does this DC foot stand that comes with all figures DC. Here is some cool stuff. Check out his weapons. Tell me that does not look like a rock-carved Batman symbol. I just think that's the coolest weapon ever for such a figure. And one more, not to be outdone. Speaking of bat-like weapons, we got this, which is totally a bat-like club or whatever weapon you want to call it. Wow, sick. Now let's take a look at the man himself with all these amazing deco spots. We're going to start with this stone-carved bat symbol that hangs over his shoulders to keep all this fur on. That is just beautiful. That's like a detail you'd see on a NECA figure or something. Then you got these gauntlets that would appear to be leather and bone, or even teeth from some kind of creature. Wild. This is the first McFarlane figure I've seen that has done the whole flesh tone muscle thing. I've seen other lines try it and whatnot. Some came out good, some came out great. but this is the first one I bought, if that tells you anything. I think this looks like a natural skin tone. I love the veins popping out. That's some just crazy, awesome, beautiful detail. The detail's nuts. Look at the boots. You got a knee cover of some sort here, yet it's a different boot than this boot. Who knows why they put the knee pad there? I don't know. Do you know? If so, you can tell me. All right, let's look at that dude. What he looks just amazing. Wow, I've never been so enamored with, the first look of a figure. All right, here's what I call the McFarlane telescoping butterfly joints, because no other line does the butterflies like McFarlane does them. And these things are made to move every which way and come out every which way. It's a massively awesome, beautiful system that you get for a $22.95 figure, dude. That's awesome. I'm having a little trouble keeping him standing, but I'm sure that'll fix itself once I get into the stop motion articulation demonstration. He's got pinned, double jointed knees. You got the toe articulation, which I love. No boot swivel. There's some thigh movement, but I don't know if I'm gonna take him all the way around like I usually do. We still gotta see on that. The muscles on this guy, I mean, this just looks crazy with the veins everywhere. I'm impressed, dude. Marvel's done this, at least with arms, on a bunch of Wolverine figures and whatnot. I know there's other shirtless ones, but I can't recall them right now because I'm just enamored at what I have in front of me. Just a great, great, great look. Wow, he goes that far forward. That's just, wow. And that far backwards, all from the diaphragm, which is crazy awesome. He turns at the waist, which is cool. And we got some movement in the diaphragm as well. So, for $22.95, dude, this is quite a figure. Time to put him through his first stop-motion articulation demonstration. You can hear my voice kind of going. I apologize for that. I'm trying my best.
I've been down here so long, I don't even know my name anymore. Food is scarce, warmth is scarce, fire is king, and I intend to conquer it. Thank you, ladies.
All right, so far so good with Barbarian Batman here. That's what I'm calling him for a nickname. That stop-motion articulation demonstration. Whew, I haven't done one of those in 8 days, so it kind of seemed like it got away from me, but I don't think it did because it came out pretty darn awesome. And I added some sounds that give it an outdoor flavor. I might even add some snow flurries because it's supposed to be cold here, but deserts can be cold and snowless at the same time, so, potato. This, I just wanted to point out, we got his accessories going. That's the smaller club with the kind of bat carved out of rock or flint or whatever. And then we got the bigger bat axe down here with the bigger bat symbol. What have I learned so far? He's actually got little tiny bat nipples. Right there and there. But they're flesh toned. You really aren't going to notice them unless you look. Dude got I don't even know what kind of six pack that is, right? For a flesh toned body, this is, it's very, 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 very well done. I have not seen a shirtless, or I don't own a shirtless, what do you call it, Marvel Legend yet, so I have nothing to compare it to, though I've seen a couple, and I gotta say, I wasn't impressed with those as I am with this. This is looks like a dude who woke up naked in the year 1405 during an ice age and got reclothed by the people he met. So, let's get into the accessories/weapons stop-motion demonstration.
These are weapons I fashioned my hello there, lunch. Anybody got a light?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Action Figure Magic back at you one last time with this video. I've come to the end. These are half of my McFarlane toys collection, and then I got Wolverine over here to do a comparison, and the war. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. Forgot where I even left off, because I'm still incredibly sick, dude, and this has not been easy. It took me 2 days just to make this video. Here is a 6-inch Wolverine, just to compare. Alright, man, take 27. Whew! Alright, I'm starting to get winded now. Took me 2 days just to make this part. I don't even know where I left off. All these figures fell down because my cat came by, and I must reset them up 35 times. Here is a Marvel Legend, just to compare with Batman. This is a 6-inch scale, and he works out to be 6 feet 4 inches if you did the math. So definitely 7 inches, all these guys. I just got Duke Thomas with the guitar over here because he's one of my favorite, and he's lasted so many years, and I put him through a lot, and especially when I do music stop motion. So he's just here to say hi. All right. So, moment of truth. Do I recommend Mr. Page Puncher Fight the Frozen Batman? 150,000%. Definitely the best looking flesh color shirtless figure I've ever seen. For $22.50, you get a badass figure, 2 badass weapons, the trading card, the foot stand, and the comic from which it comes. A grade? What the heck would I grade this guy? It's a hard number to come up with. But you know what? This is probably going to be the highest McFarlane toy score I've ever given on a McFarlane toy item, and I'm going to give him a 9.75. The value's there, the looks are there, what you get for that money is there, the comic book, the accessories, the badass figure who's awesomely articulated, and yeah, I would say 10, but you know, they can fall over. They're not perfect. Nothing is. I would almost give him a 10. Get him. If you see him, he would make a great Christmas present for any Bat and or DC fan and or action figure fan. Got it for them for their first McFarlane toy figure, and they'd love it. You know what I mean? So with that, I feel I got to go take some cough medicine and stuff. And thanks for watching. This is my first video in 9 or 10 days. Be kind. It's not perfect. I know it's not, but I'm going to work on one right after and hopefully get better as I go along. Woo! All right. Thanks for watching. Get him.
Who's crazy? Here are the weapons of 1405 Scotland.